Let's talk about Dan Campbell's presser and OTAs. Let's Talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Thank you all for liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and just doing what you do on a daily basis that makes you, you. OTAs are underway, and with that being said, man, there is so much excitement revolving around Detroit Lions everything. Just the simple excitement that comes with seeing our guys, seeing photos, videos of them out there getting these early reps in. Speaking of excitement, Jeff Okudah is on the field. Now, before I alienate some and piss off others, Jeff Okudah being out there is a good thing. I don't care if you think he's a bust or not. I do not believe he is a bust. I think Jeff Okudah is going to come back and dog it this year as he's getting healthy. However, it is such a good thing to see him simply out on the field taking a few reps. It is worth noting that according to Dan Campbell's presser earlier today, he talked about Jeff Okudah and specifically that he wasn't taking reps with the squad as a whole, but rather taking some solo work, trying to get him where he needs to be health-wise. And that doesn't just go for Jeff Okudah, that also goes for Jerry Jacobs and Romeo Okwara. These three guys getting some solo reps out there, slowly rebuilding, trying to get healthy again. Now, something that did catch me off guard that is worth noting is that Taylor Decker was not practicing due to an injury. And from what we understand, what we heard through Dan Campbell, it's not his finger. The problem, the finger injury that kept him out for the first 8 games last year, first 9 weeks, this is not the same issue. It could potentially be a foot injury, something that he sustained in the last game of the season last year. So it is something newer. It's not the finger. He is sitting out. And I think what it sounds like, Dan Campbell made it clear, hey, listen, if we had a game this week, he would be able to play. We're just trying to take it easy with him. We don't want to injure or really rupture anything this early. This is not the time. It's OTAs. Let's just get back into the swing of things. So the actual injury itself with Taylor Decker has not been released. We don't know what it is. One of the last things that I took away from the presser that I think we all took away from the presser is Dan Campbell and his thoughts regarding Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn, obviously our DC, our defensive coordinator, and you listen to the words that Campbell spoke about him, he makes it pretty clear that without AG on this coaching staff, we would be pretty lost. He would be pretty lost. The importance surrounding Aaron Glenn as our DC. Campbell was asked a question regarding AG and the potential head coaching jobs, the interviews that he had during the offseason. And Campbell made it very clear, listen, AG deserves a head coaching job, and that head coaching job is coming one day. It's coming up pretty soon. But he made it very clear, losing him would be detrimental to this team. In fact, he said losing AG would be like walking around without pants on. That's how vital he is to our team. I don't know if you can hear it, but my wife is vacuuming. I probably should have told her I was recording. And as silly as that quote is, I really do think it just does a phenomenal job of rounding out how important AG is here in Detroit with this defense. A defense that is turning around, all thanks to him, all thanks to AG, and obviously Aubrey Pleasant, the rest of the coaching staff, Dan Campbell, everybody. However, AG is that main proponent that is spurring that change. One last side note, the NFL is making some changes to the IR and practice squad as a whole across the league. Specifically, I saw Jeff Risden, I think that's your name, maybe, from the Lions Wire, who put out a quick little article kind of encapsulating what's going on. So for the last 2 years, because of COVID, the NFL has made changes in order to allow more flexibility for teams with guys that get COVID, right? Because, hey, man, you're out for a week, you're out for 2 weeks, maybe you lose a player, 3 players, 6 players, whatever it is. It has been a wild ride. Specifically, the notable things, one, starting with the practice squad, it's going from 14 players to 16 players. And this I love. I love that. I love that extra room, 2 extra guys to have on the practice squad. And another notable thing regarding the practice squad is that players can be activated from practice squad to active roster up to 3 times without having to sign them onto the 53-man roster. It used to be twice, now it's 3 times. From there, the IR, this I don't love. Last year, and I believe the year prior, it was where with the IR, you had an unlimited, infinite amount of times that a player could come back from the IR onto the active roster. Unlimited, I loved that. Well, going into this year, they are changing it. You can have up to 8 players who are able to go from IR back activated to the active roster. I do understand what the NFL is trying to do, but I don't love it. That's just me. But hey, that's the update from OTAs from the presser from Dan Campbell. That's all we got for today. And so until next time, I'm going to continue to sweat in this little room. And I probably should have hit the AC, but then the noise is coming down. It's hitting the mic. Don't like that. But it's a hot one.